Grand Rising, good afternoon, and good night to the beautiful entity watching this video. It's your boy Divine Messenger, and we're back with another message. And before we even get into it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share if you enjoy these videos. And the thing is too, I really appreciate y'all, the new people who are subscribing to the channel. Thank you for coming in and joining and being a part of the Heavenly Collective. And of course, with today, as you can see on the board, you know, we had to keep on upgrading with our knowledge. And of course, soon I'm gonna get a stand for this, but you know, hey, stay down till you come up, baby, because the knowledge is still going to get taught regardless of how it looks. But these are just the many little indications of what we have for quantum knowledge teaching for today. So, you know, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And shout out to somebody who they DM me and they had a question about how to basically quantum jump into a different height, into a physical sense, into a physical dimension that they are living in right now. So the 3D dimension. Basically, they were just asking, actually, let me just go ahead and read the question for you, and then we can go ahead and elaborate some more. So, and I was like, elaborating your question. He said, what I meant was, which method would make sense for me to be at my desired height? Manifest me being that specific height, or quantum jump into a timeline where I am that height. The possibilities are endless, you know. There are many different timelines where there are many things changing about me in each time. Would quantum jumping into that existence where I am my desired height change anything else, or just my height? That's a great question. The thing is though, it would change both, because for one, let's get into it. But I can answer that one. Actually, I can answer both of them. So there is a dimension to where you can't, and when he means quantum jump, he means like transferring his consciousness into a quantum realm that he already lives in, which is why we got all these different things right here for us to get into. But if you do change your desired height in the quantum realm, it won't really change your physical, but it'll change your physical because you change into a different quantum universe. Not only that, it can change your height, but it depends on your third dimension simulation genetic code that you are living in right now, or that you are lying in. So you would have to keep on practicing. But the thing is though, you can't just get into a quantum realm and just decide to change your height whenever you want. You have to actually study these different quantum laws, because there's actually knowledge into comprehending the quantum realm of being taller. So you have to actually be awakened into a 3D simulation. Then you have to keep on growing yourself spiritually to be able to see into yourself into a quantum self, basically. So now and what's crazy, we're going to bounce off from different homeworks, because I got homework on the iPad and homework on the board as well. So with different knowledge, the quantum realm is a unique area in physics. So it's about physics, science, quantum physics, spirituality. All these things connect together within our mind. So where tiny particles behave, and they'll behave strangely. They'll behave in a strange manner because their particles are trying to comprehend what's going on in a different timeline. So, and this will defy our everyday ruling system or our law system. And it's very crucial to develop advanced technological, like computer system and secure communication method. And once you unlock these secrets, it can lead to you having a more incredible experience about your universe within yourself and outside of yourself. So once you're able to comprehend the physics aspect of the quantum realm, then you begin to find out the tiny particles that do what they do every single day. And once you do that, you can comprehend technology, the computers, the communication systems, the wavelengths, the frequencies that they use. Then you are able to transcend the physical time of quantum physics. Now, the quantum realm in a theoretical space in physics is where particles can behave differently from the world that we see. And it challenges our classical physical laws, and it holds a promise for advancements in our technology, and it can help us understand our universe. Not only that, it's especially in different fields like quantum computing and cryptography. Now, in the spiritual significance for the quantum realm, this is basically held for many indications, and it can symbolize our mysterious depths that exist in our existence, where physical and spiritual reality can be both connected or intertwined. And it's a metaphorical doorway that you can't see, but you can feel it. And you have to have a deep understanding, and it's going to invite you into exploring the connectedness of all things and the infinite possibilities of our consciousness. And once we dive deep into this mysterious journey of our self-discovery, this can be a spiritual awakening for you, and this can reveal the truth that is hidden within you in the universe, and then it can help you find out your place in the universe. So those are the three little side notes right there, just to help you with one little thing right there. So now we got the different insights for quantum knowledge. So, number one, we have infinite potential. In small scales, there's infinite potential that is consanguineous to the Almighty God. Consanguineous meaning connected. That's a new word that I had to put down so that you can expand your vocabulary. So we gotta say it with me. Consanguineous to Almighty God, meaning connected, intertwined, interconnected, all those things. So you have an infinite potential of anything that you can do. So if you choose to be a different height that you want to be, then by all means, be this height. So you have an infinite reality to where whatever you want to be, but you have to put your mind into that situation. Number two, non-separability. Particles have a connection instantly that advocate a deeper union, mirroring divine coherence. Number three, a wave-particle duality, meaning that no matter what wave particle is literally in its wavelength, it's going to have both good and bad combined to it. So a blurred particle, meaning that you can't even see the particle. So you can sense the particle, but you can't even see it. And their wave distinctions reflect the rabbit hole's nature and its existence, literally. Number four, observer effect, which is where the majority of us should be at. Once you hit the observer effect, then you can observe whatever dimension you want to. Our consciousness influences reality. This gives belief in intentional power. So once you become an observer of your own effect, then you can affect different observations of our universe or our multiverse. So once you're doing that, then you have intentional power and you can choose whatever you want to do with that. So you will have so much power that you'll be powerful in your own power. 5, quantum healing. Quantum principles can inspire healing modalities, leading us into divine potential that's transformative. And I had to look that up as well, because if I don't understand something, I'm going to research it. So I had to look up what a healing modality is. And also, we do have deeper knowledge for these 5 things right here. It's, of course, keep it simple, but it's always good to learn more than what you know. But for the healing modality that we talked about right here, a healing modality is a method or a technique that is used to facilitate healing and promote wellness for people. These modalities can be physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual in nature, and it can aim to address a different aspect of a person's well-being. An example of these modalities include massage therapy, acupuncture, energy healing like Reiki or Qigong, psychotherapy, meditation, yoga, herbal medicine, sound therapy, and many others. Each modality will have its own principles, practices, and intended outcomes, and they all share a common goal of supporting the body's natural healing processes and restoring balance and harmony, literally. So once you're able to quantum heal, if you can heal yourself on a quantum level with a healing modality, then of course you'll be able to heal your karma in a different realm. So to the person that asked that question, and to anybody else who's curious about how to quantum jump into a new height, so if you want to get taller, you have to go through these 5 steps daily, because once you get to this 5th step right here, then you can go through the healing modality. So what I mean is you'll be able to heal yourself beyond this 3D dimension. So this realm that you see right now, you can not only heal yourself in a quantum realm, but you can do it by meditating within yourself and giving yourself healing practices in the now. So once you heal yourself in the now, what makes you think your multitude of different particles inside of you and other universes won't heal themselves as well? So you can heal yourself with a healing modality, then this can help leap you into many divine potentials that can help you transform yourself into a new height. Now let's go deeper into these 5 things right here. So for the infinite potential in a quantum realm, so this is number 1 right here for infinite potential. Quantum realm, particles will exhibit wave-like behavior, and they will suggest that they exist in a state of superposition where they can be in multiple states simultaneously. And this notion of infinite potential will align you with spiritual indications in your limitless creative power of the divine creator. Just like particles that can manifest in different states of mind, the universe is seen as a canvas of infinite possibilities, and so the potential for endless creation and evolution. So no matter what, you have many different ways to evolve your infinite potential inside of your potential. Number 2, non-separability. We have a quantum entanglement. There are different particles that can become correlated and instantaneously influence each other's states regardless of distance, and you can challenge your classical understanding of space and time. This phenomenon will hint at a deeper connected fortitude into the fabric of reality, and reminiscent of spiritual concepts or ideologies of oneness and unity. And it will help you suggest that beneath the surface of physical separation, there is an existence of a unity that transcends space and time. And then this can reflect our connectedness of nature into all of our existence. That shit beautiful. Number 3, the wave-particle duality. In quantum mechanics, this can reveal that particles can exhibit both particle-like and wave-like properties, and this depends on how they are observed. This duality can change our conventional understanding of reality, and it highlights the mysterious and paradoxical nature of existence. Similarly, spiritual teachings often emphasize the ineffable and transcendent aspects of divinity beyond the confines of rational comprehension. The wave-particle duality serves as a metaphor for the elusive and enigmatic nature of our divine creator, inviting contemplation of deeper mysteries in our existence that we can see through our mental realm. Number 4, observer effect. In the quantum mechanics again, the act of observation can influence the behavior of particles, and this can lead to different indications like a wave function collapse. So this suggests that consciousness can play a fundamental role in shaping your reality, and it can echo a spiritual system in the power of your consciousness and intention to manifest change whenever you want it to be. So just as the observer affects the outcome of quantum experiments, the person can have a belief system to have the ability to shape their reality through conscious awareness and intention. And this can align you with many spiritual indications like visualization and manifestation. Literally, I'm telling you, if you ain't taking notes, then goddamn. Number 5, last one, quantum healing. So in many different traditions that practice spirituality, they incorporate principles from quantum physics, like healing modalities once again. And this can help you indicate that quantum realm holds potential for profound healing and transformation. And quantum healing techniques can often emphasize how connected we are to our mind, body, and spirit. And it can view an illness as a disruption in the energetic flow of the body. Once you tap into the quantum realms, and you can inherit potential for change and transformation, practitioners will aim to facilitate healing on a deeper level than the physical sense. And they will address not just the physical symptoms, but also an underlying energetic imbalance inside of your system. Okay? So now we're done with this part right here. So now let's go deeper into that, because we have way more notes. I think we got like 32 gems, but all right, so new one. The quantum realm isn't a physical location, but rather it's a concept that describes how particles will behave at extremely small scales. So it's like smaller than a hair on your head. And it's like exploring the tiniest building blocks of reality beyond what our eyes can see. So instead of measuring a physical distance, it'll help you understand the fundamental nature of reality at the smallest level. Now, I got some more gems as well. The quantum realm is a mysterious realm where tiny particles like electrons and photons behave in ways that defy our logic on an everyday basis. And they can act as both waves and particles that can exhibit a strange behavior-like connection that basically spreads itself across a vast distance of consciousness. So, though it's not a physical place that we can actually pinpoint, it's like an invisible layer within the universe that is profoundly influential into how our everyday life is processing and operating. And even though we can't directly observe it, so we can't even observe this shit with our physical eye. So we have to actually transform our consciousness into a different reality. So that's why CERN was put into place, because they're able to mix these atoms and collide them together to open up portals so that they can actually observe these realms and be observers in their own effect. Okay? And so we basically are at the last of our gems. So for one, to explore the mental realm on a mental aspect. For one, because we're going to get to the books as well right here. But to unlock these mental realms right here, 5 gems to unlock quantum mental levels. Study quantum physics, meditation and visuals. Let me go ahead and put this up here. Thought experiments, creative expression, and interdisciplinary exploration. Get away from my cup, man. Interdisciplinary exploring. So number 1 is going to be studying quantum physics. You are able to learn about quantum mechanics and quantum field theories through books, articles, videos, or courses, and you can understand the fundamental principles that help you grasp the concept of the quantum realm. So number 1, we got The Tao or Tayo of Physics by Fritjof Capra. Hope I said that right. If I didn't, I do apologize. But yeah, and so with this book, it's an exploration of parallels between modern physics and Eastern mysticism, and it helps you explore the parallels between modern physics and Eastern philosophy, and it highlights connections between quantum mechanics and spirituality. Now, my fault. Thou shalt not kill, but I do apologize. Rest in peace. Moment of silence real quick. For sure. All right, so that's number one. So if you need a book to study the 7 quantum realms, there you go right there. Study that. Number 2, The Quantum and the Lotus. This is a journey to the frontiers where science and Buddhism meet by Matthew Ricard and Trinh Xuan Duan. Discusses the intersection of quantum physics and Buddhist philosophy and explores how they both offer insights into the nature of our reality. Number 3, Quantum Healing, Exploring the Frontiers of Mind-Body Medicine by Deepak Chopra. And so this explores our connection between consciousness, quantum physics, and healing. And it offers an insight into the mind-body connection and holistic health. Number 4, The Field, The Quest for the Secret Force of the Universe by Lynn McTaggart. Let me make sure I said that right. By Lynn McTaggart. This investigates the role of the field in quantum physics and its potential implication for consciousness, spirituality, and the connectedness of our universe. Number 5, Entanglement, The Greatest Mysteries in Physics. And then this is by Amir D. Axel. This explores, I'm going to put your name down, I do apologize for that. But this is by, number 5 is by Amir D. Axel. Explores the concept of quantum entanglement and its a profound implication of our understanding of our reality, consciousness, and the universe. So basically all these books are talking about the same exact thing. Number 6, The Dancing Wu-Li Masters. Overview of the New Physics by Gary Zukav. Offers an accessible introduction to quantum physics and its philosophical implications, and this can draw a parallel with Eastern mysticism and spirituality. And then lastly, number 7, The Hidden Messages in Water by Masaru Emoto. This explores a relationship between consciousness, intentions, and molecular structure of water, offering an insight into the connectedness of our mind and matter from a spiritual perspective, literally. All right, so now we're going to number 2, meditation and visuals. So, for you to explore these quantum realms on a mental aspect, practice meditation techniques that encourage you to have a deep focus and relaxation. And once you visualize yourself exploring the quantum realm, you can imagine the strange behaviors of particles and how connected you are to all things. So once you're able to meditate and visualize yourself being taller, then you're able to get taller within your mind. Literally. And the thing is, though, you have to actually picture how you want to be. So if you're like 5'4", for example, you have to meditate on the height that you want to be. So for example, if you want to be 6'8", 6'7", then you have to find yourself in that universe, and it's going to take time. Find yourself in that universe, and you may not reach that in the 3D dimension, or you got to actually use common sense, because let's say your mom is 5'3" and your dad is 5'6". You may not really be 6'8", my nigga. Like, you're not just going to quantum jump into that consciousness of you actually being 6'8" in a different quantum realm. But if you meditate and you visualize yourself actually being tall, then in this lifetime, you will do practices that'll help you visualize how tall you really are and how gigantic you really are. Number 3, a thought experiment. Once you engage in a thought experiment, you can imagine scenarios based on a quantum principle. And this can explore the concepts like wave-particle duality, superposition, and quantum entanglement in your mind. So you have to be able to do a thought experiment. So that's basically meditation and visualization. When you have a thought experiment, you're able to think and experiment within your own mind. So you can, for example, you can travel like 5 different quantum realms. So there can be a realm where you're 6 foot, a realm where you're 7 foot, 8 foot. Then you can travel to a realm where you're 5'8". You can travel to a realm where you're 5'11". So you have all these 5 different realms that are in your mind. And the thing is, you're basically experimenting, because once again, you're at the observer effect. So once you're able to observe and affect your reality, then you're able to experiment with your own consciousness, meaning that, so you'll go to bed or you meditate, boom, you'll wake up into your own reality, you'll see how tall you are, and you'll be conscious, trying to practice how you can bring that height into this reality. And so you're basically jumping timelines. So once you wake up from your slumber or you wake up from meditation, then in this reality, you'll begin to stretch more. You'll be able to do more healing practices more. You'll begin to find ways to get taller. You'll start feeling taller. You'll start doing things that'll help your body grow and your ligaments grow as well. Number 4, creative expression. Creative expression. Express your understanding of the quantum realm through creative mediums like writing, drawing, or music, and use a metaphor and symbolism to capture the essence. Use a metaphor and a symbolism to capture the essence of quantum concepts in a way that resonates with you. Literally. So, no matter what you do as well, if you're writing, write how tall you already are. Like, if you don't like your height, write the height that you already are. So if you want to be 6'7", you want to be 6'6", 6'5", 6 foot in general, if you want to be 5'11", write that down. If you want to be creative in your own expression as well, do frequency music. So play like 777 hertz. Actually, there's an app too. It was like you can play 0.832, 0.935. You can do 432, 438, 999, 935, 942, 873. There's so many frequencies out there. Once you can capture yourself in that essence or that embodiment of these different frequencies right here, then you can be able to express yourself in a creative standpoint. Once you become creative, now you have infinite potential. And not only that, you can't be separable from your reality anymore, because now you have that creative expression. Not only that, you had a thought experiment. That thought experiment was able to help you get to these different wave particles, because now, because you were experimenting, you were able to see that from your creative expression, you were able to comprehend the wave particle duality. So you weren't thinking negative anymore. You weren't sad that you weren't the height that you weren't anymore. But even though you are this height that you want to be, you have to now be able to comprehend and heal yourself. And once you heal your quantum healing, then you'll be able to heal this wave particle duality that you are already living in. Number 5, interdisciplinary exploration. Once you are able to explore the connections between quantum physics and other disciplines like philosophy, spirituality, or art, you are able to consider how concepts from these fields intersect with the mysteries of our quantum realm. And this can enrich your understanding from different perspectives, literally. Now, when you do this too, you are able to discipline yourself in different philosophical indications. So there are other ascended masters that have gotten to a standpoint that you are trying to reach. So if you are trying to reach the quantum realm with different ascended masters, then you have to be disciplined into doing this, meaning that you can't just go there and think that you're going to do what you want to do, because they have different laws and regulations in the quantum realm. So you can't just sit there and, for example, you can't just slap somebody because you're just God. Like, you can't just fly in a different time period because you want to. Like, no, they have different, for example, you can go into a quantum realm and planes don't exist, but people fly. But there may be a time limit on flying. So you may be able to fly for like 10 hours, but if you fly out of this time period, you may get arrested. Who knows? Their laws are different in the different realms of existence. And then lastly, in the answer to your question, after all this different knowledge, when you are manifesting your desired height, when you are manifesting your desired height and quantum jumping into a timeline where you are that height and you have techniques used to achieve your goal, manifesting can help you focus your thoughts, beliefs, and intentions on reaching your desired height. This practice to include this height visualization is also visualizing yourself being that height, positive affirmations, so saying that you are that height and believing it and affirming it every single day, and then maintaining a positive mindset. Once you maintain a positive mindset, what are you doing again? Doing all these things right here. You're doing these 10 things right here when you have a positive mindset. What else we got? When you're quantum jumping, so quantum jumping is about shifting your consciousness to a parallel reality where you are already the height you want to be, literally. So now this technique involves, once again, you have to visualize yourself again, meditate, and you have to have a belief in the existence of alternate realities where different outcomes are possible, because they are. These dimensions are so tiny and they're so invisible, you can't even picture yourself being in them. That's how little it is. That's how little incomprehension it is to your full comprehension of this reality. That's exactly why you live in this 3D dimension, because you're not able to be awake into these small layers of universes that exist within your mind. And then lastly, both methods work by harnessing the power of intention and visualization. But it's important for you to understand that once you choose the one that feels right for you, experiment with different techniques. And you have to trust the process as you work towards your goal. And that is the end for our notes for today. It's the end for our homework and for class as well. If you enjoyed this, make sure you like, comment, subscribe for more divine messages. And I really appreciate you guys for watching and tuning in. And to the person that asked me that question on Instagram in my DM, I hope that you got a better indication on how to quantum jump into a new height. But in order for you to actually do that, you have to be able to comprehend all these different gems right here, especially these 10 right here. You have to be able to comprehend these. Not only that, I gave you 7 books for you to comprehend. And the thing is, there's like thousands of books that you can read for quantum realm physics. But I gave you these 10 gems right here to help you understand. When you are believing in yourself to be that height, you have to go through, it's like an initiation or a ritual. It's like a process into getting into being God. So you have to make sure you do these 5 things right here to get to where you want to be. I love you so much, and I hope you learned one new thing today. If I didn't help you learn anything, I have failed you. I love you so much. Have a great day, God and Goddess.